My name's Mary and this is Jeffrey. Today we're going to look at how to train loose lead walking. It's one of the most important behaviours for a dog to have when they're walking on a collar and a lead. Our guide dog clients have rated loose lead walking as one of the most important behaviours for their guide dogs to have. Oftentimes, when a dog pulls into their collar and provides tension onto the lead, they'll get to travel in that direction, which will reinforce or reward the pulling behaviour. When our dogs are on a collar and lead, we want them to look calm and relaxed and walk nicely on a loose lead. The cue for the dog to perform the behaviour of loose lead walking is the attachment of the lead to the collar. So let's see what it looks like in action. The dog's position should ideally be with their head in line with the handler's knee or slightly behind, with around a foot of leeway. There should be a curve in the lead with the dog aware of the handler's movements and be able to split their attention between them and the environment. If the handler speeds up or slows down, so does the dog. If the handler stops, so does the dog. The aim is to be able to maintain loose lead walking in all conditions and environments. The dog should be able to walk on either side of the handler. To begin with, start in a distraction-free environment and also have a slightly longer lead for your dog to make the behaviour easier for them. And we're going to start by just simply building up attention onto the handler. So I'm going to click and feed Jeffrey whenever he's paying attention to me. This doesn't need to be eye contact, just attention on my body is fine. Make sure that your treat pouch is easily accessible. You don't want to have to delay giving the dog the treat after you've clicked. So for step 2, I'm going to click and reward any movement towards the handler. To get that, I'm going to start off by moving backwards. I shall click and reward if he comes with me, providing the lead is loose. I'll try moving this way. We'll click and reward, providing the lead's loose. I'm going to move side to side, and if he comes with me, he'll get a treat again. And again, at this point, it doesn't really matter what position your dog is in. We're just teaching them, follow me. Boy. Good boy. Okay. If your dog does pull on the lead, make sure you're not pulling your dog back. If your dog pulls and puts pressure onto the lead, hold fixed lead pressure. Allow the dog to release the pressure from the lead themselves. When they do so, move yourself and perform a repetition that you know your dog will succeed with. Once your dog is reliably following you on lead, you can make it more difficult by increasing the speed and changing directions more frequently. Okay. You can teach this behaviour with your dog on both sides of your body. And we like to use an expression, mark for the behaviour and feed for the position. What I mean by that is, okay, I'm going to click Jeffrey when he's walking nicely on a loose lead, and I'm going to feed him just behind my hip. And that's going to create a little hot spot for him. So over time, he'll learn that all the good stuff on a loose lead walking session happens behind Dad's hip. Once your dog is reliably following you and staying in position, we'll shorten the lead. Again, mark for the behaviour and feed in the position. Good boy, Mr. Jeffrey. Now it's time to generalise the behaviour so we can use it anywhere that we want to. To do that, we'll train it in different environments. But remember, when you change the environment, the criteria has changed for your dog, so the rate of reinforcement may be a little bit higher. Okay. The rules are the same for loose lead walking. If the dog does put pressure onto the lead, we're going to allow that fixed lead tension, allow the dog to release it, change our position and move off. Consistency is key. Be sure to stop if your dog pulls on the lead, or that pulling behaviour will just remain or potentially get worse. Don't be afraid to go backwards in the steps to make it easier for your dog to get more success. The dog should learn that it's the presence of the loose lead that allows them to continue to walk forward. Thanks for watching and keep practicing.